After unpackaging your Raspberry Pi, the first step that you need to do is turn your Pi over. Okay, make sure your surface is not conducting electricity, and find your micro SD card adapter. Remove the micro SD card from the adapter and place it in your Raspberry Pi. Slide it in and press down to lock it in place. You should hear it click. Once you've installed the SD card, you essentially have the operating system ready to run on your Pi. The next thing you're going to need to do is connect a USB mouse to the Raspberry Pi via one of the USB ports, and connect a keyboard to the Raspberry Pi via one of the USB ports. Once your keyboard and mouse is connected, turn the Pi over and locate the HDMI port on the side of the Raspberry Pi. This will allow you to connect the HDMI cable for your monitor. The final step in powering up your Pi is to locate your power cord, which is a standard micro USB connector. And you can go ahead and plug that into your wall outlet and locate the micro USB port on the side of the Raspberry Pi. And click it in. You'll notice once power is connected, two lights will come on. A green light saying the computer is booting up, and a red power indicator light. After all the components have been connected to the Raspberry Pi and it goes through its boot up process, you should arrive at the screen seen here. It's going to ask you for the Raspberry Pi login and the password. The default login for all Raspberry Pis are Pi, P-I, all lowercase. Once you've typed that, you need to hit enter, and you'll notice the password box appears. You're going to enter the default password, which is Raspberry, R-A-S-P-B-E-R-R-Y, all lowercase, and hit enter. Now, you may notice that the letters did not appear under the password box, but this is completely normal. Now, after you've entered the correct login information, you will see a colored menu appear here that says Pi at Raspberry, and you need to execute the operating system start command, which is start X, all lowercase. You simply type it in and hit enter, and your Raspberry Pi will begin its boot up process. Now, it can take a couple of seconds, maybe upwards of a minute, for you to log into the operating system. But once you've entered the correct login information, you should see the default home screen that appears here. Now, this is a Linux-based operating system called Raspbian, and this is where all of the functions from the Raspberry Pi can be performed from. Now, you notice you have a menu bar, like with the Start button in Windows, and this allows you to run a variety of operations. There's several default programming languages, such as Python and Scratch. If you connect your Raspberry Pi to the internet via Wi-Fi or a Ethernet cable, you will have access to the internet. There are some default games included, Minecraft and Python games, several accessories, calculator, your file manager, an image viewer, and a PDF viewer, help screen, preferences, and then run command. And then down here at the bottom is the shutdown process. Now, this is going to be important when accessing your Pi, because if you disconnect power without going through the shutdown process, you do run the risk of crashing your operating system, and then you'll have to reload it. So anytime you connect power and then disconnect power, you need to run through the shutdown process just like you would on a regular computer. And to do that, I simply click Shutdown, select Shutdown. I also have the option to reboot or log out if I wanted to update my Pi. Select Shutdown, hit OK. The Raspberry Pi is going to go through its shutdown process. Once the screen goes dark, you are safe to shut down your Pi.